So I have seen lately that some of you are making this mistake that whenever the deadlift becomes heavy, you do your RDLs really good, you do your SLDS really good, but when it comes to conventional deadlift of the floor, you are just jerking the weight of the floor. That means you are not pulling the slack out. What I mean by this is, instead of pulling from a really tight position like this, what you are doing, you are just doing this kind of motion, okay, this kind of jerky motion. While doing this, you will be losing a lot of power, you will be leaking a lot of power because the setup is not tight. And number two, this is a very inconsistent technique, because someday you will feel explosive, the bar will move, someday you won't feel explosive, then the bar won't move. So what is the solution? Okay, and it is a really it is something really hard to demonstrate, so I will simplify this thing and I will show you that what I mean by this. Okay, so just look at here. I think you can see the system of the rope and the dumbbell. Okay, see now, when the rope is uh, when there is some slack, when the rope is like, there is a lot of slack, the rope is loose. Okay, then if I pull here, if I want to pull the dumbbell off the floor here, so what I have to do, I have to do a jerk, and see, someday the jerk will be timed enough, someday it won't be timed enough, and it won't move, it won't move. Like, you'll be feeling a lot of pressure on your hand also, like this is not good. Okay, this is not good, this is very inconsistent. So to initiate the pull from the floor, to lift the dumbbell of the floor, first what you have to do, you have to take the slack out. That means the string is loose, right? Now you have to make it tight. Like, I have to, this is the pulley, I have to make it tight. Now it has become stiff. Now if I pull, then the dumbbell will be lifted off the floor, and this pull will feel much more tighter and much more efficient. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to take the slack out. Now I cannot pull, now I cannot put any kind of pressure on the dumbbell from my from this system. Like, if even if I do, it will be quite jerky, it will be quite like your hand will feel, it, that whenever you are doing this motion, then what you are doing, you are basically not being able to lift this off the floor. So what you have to do, you have to take the slack out, you have to make the rope tighter, then you put the pressure here, the dumbbell will be lifted. Okay, so how to do this on the bar? Okay, so you can see there is some clanking sound in the bar, because see, this is the bar, right? So there is a space, see, there is a space between the bar and the plate, and the bar and the collar. Okay, so this space has to be removed first. So how you are going to do this? Okay, so this is a very loose position, okay, and the bar, there's a space between the collar and the bar, and the plate and the collar. So when you will be doing this, it will be this sound. Okay, so how to pull the slack out? While performing the you are going to be standing, the bar will be standing over your middle of the foot. You are going to grab the bar, pull the chin to the bar. Then what you are going to do, you think about pulling the slack out, like tightening this arm, creating a long arm and feeling heavy on the hands. Like, at the starting position of the deadlift, you should be feeling heavy on your hands. Then you pull the ground off you, or you pull the bar towards you. Okay, so see, this position, I am not feeling any kind of pressure on my hand, or I am not feeling heavy on my hand, and I'm not feeling heavy on my feet as well. Like, if I do this, if I pull the slack out of the bar, if I create tension here, you will be feeling tension throughout all of your posterior chain, and you'll be feeling heavy on your feet and heavy on your hand. Then you perform the deadlift, it will be efficient. Okay, see, this versus this. Okay, so how, and for some people, while pulling the slack, they make this mistake. Okay, they make this mistake is, they try to hang on the bar. Okay, so what they do, they just do like this. By doing this, you are, like, the bar is in front and they just want to do this. Yeah, this is a good technique to learn the slack, pulling the slack, but again, this is a very inefficient position. So because the hips will be too low here, so what you have to do, you have to do a imaginary RDL, okay, imaginary RDL, and you'll be feeling a lot of tension going on here, okay. Then you can see I am not being able to grab the bar properly. Then what I will do, I will push the knees a little in front. Still I will try to still keep my hips high, knees in front but hips high. I am not dropping my hips to bring the knees forward, okay. I am trying to keep the tension on the hamstrings, but still I'm pushing my hips up, but at the same time I'm trying to reach the bar with my chin. Reach the bar with your chin. Then you will be feeling that tension is going on here, chin touching the bar. Then you grab the bar, then you pull the slack out, tighten your lats, then pull. This is how a proper deadlift should be done.